you're just not connecting when you speak with some people? I'll show you how to build rapport with every type of human being out there. Let's get going. For smart communication and social skills tips, subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so that you get notified when I post a video every Tuesday. If you're striking out with some people, it may just be that you're not speaking their language. I'll show you how to determine what that language is and how to build rapport with them quickly. I've been training thousands of people in the corporate world over the past 20 years with my communication techniques. Now I'm bringing these methods direct to you. Stick with me till the end of this video because I have a couple freebies I want to give you that will aid your communication skills. If you want to build rapport with people, you have to speak their language. You have to speak like they want to be spoken to. Very often we take the position of speaking like we want to be spoken to, and that's self-centered, that's self-centric. You need to get other-centric. It's analogous to regular human languages like French or Italian or Spanish. If I was speaking in English to an only Spanish-speaking audience, they're not going to understand a single word I'm saying. So that's not being very audience-centric. I want you to be audience-centric or other-centric, and so you've got to get out of your head and into their head. So a clear and simple understanding of basic personality types can go a long way in helping us understand how other people receive information, and that's how you build rapport. So let's talk about the 4 basic personality types. Now, I know many of you have probably gone through some personality type training. Maybe you are a Myers-Briggs aficionado or a color coder or a DISC aficionado. You know, all of these systems have some value. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking them. They all have value, but they get to be a little too complicated when it comes down to speaking to different types of people. So what I have is a system that just uses the 4 basic types and uses plain English words to describe each type. Single English word to describe each type. In doing so, it's easier to keep in your head. It's easier to remember what this type is about and therefore easier to speak to them. Okay, let's define the 4 basic types using simple English word descriptors for each type. There's the director, the thinker, the socializer, and the relator. Now, you could probably see already the method to my madness here. Those single English words probably describe you or friends you know fairly well. Now, no one word is going to define someone completely in their personality type, but that's okay. What we want to do is take a stab in the direction of getting out of our head and thinking that everybody thinks like us and getting into the heads of the person that we're trying to build rapport with. So, I want to ask you a question. Which type do you find most difficult to connect with or to speak to? Write that in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, let's talk about how you're going to build rapport with a director type. Well, directors are all about efficiency. They don't waste their time, put it that way. Get to the point. They love things in bullet point fashion. So I'm not going to tell a director a lot of backstory, a lot of touchy-feely points. As a matter of fact, feeling and emotion tend to make them feel a little squirmy. One key important point about speaking with directors is that you always let them feel that they're in control. Directors are a bit of the control freak of the 4 types, and so you want to make them feel as much in control as possible. Now, that's not always possible, but you could do your best at ceding control to them. So get to the point, don't waste their time, let them feel in control. That's how you speak to the director. Okay, now let's talk about how you build rapport with the thinker. The thinker is all about the data and the facts. So if you can show that you've done your homework, that you've consumed the facts as well, that you've crunched the numbers, then you'll get on the thinker's good side. Ask them for their process of analysis as well. They love to talk about the details in the numbers, in the facts, in the spreadsheets, in the process itself of getting from A to Z. So lean on their powers of analysis and sort of bring those out of them. That's how you get on the thinker's good side. Now for the socializer. The socializer. The socializer, in one sense, is very easy to talk to and build rapport with because you just have to remember one single fact. Socializers are all about the fun. Socializers hate boredom. They hate drudgery. They hate things that are repetitive. So if you could couch everything you're talking to them about in terms of some fun aspect of it, how new it is, how shiny it is. Socializers are the bright, shiny object people. They tend to get distracted, so you have to keep them focused. So when you're speaking to them, couch things in a fun light and they will be all over it. All right? Paint a big picture and put them in the picture. They love to be recognized. So when you're trying to build rapport with socializers, don't forget to recognize them for the things they've done in your life or achievements that they've made in their own lives. That's how you get on the socializer's good side and build rapport with them. And finally, the relator. To build rapport with a relator is actually a little easy too, because these people love to get up close and personal right away. So you can be a little bit more vulnerable with a relator and feel safe. They love to get one-on-one. They love to talk about their feelings and emotions. So you could talk about family and things you've experienced a little bit more quickly with a relator. Feel free to get a little vulnerable with them. Really important. Share the backstory. Don't just give them the facts. They like to hear how you came to your conclusion. And feel free to paint that picture bold as well, because they like all that detail. When you get up close and personal with a relator, you get on their good side and you build rapport with them quickly. So now you know how to speak to all types. But just in case you forget, I've created a short explainer file, a 2-page report, if you will, that will review all the things that we've talked about here. The download link is right below this video. I've got a great little reminder for you in the form of a flashcard that resides on your phone. You can download it. The link is below me in the show notes as well. I call it the Mobile Personality Assessment Tool. It shows you all 4 types, their strengths, their weaknesses, and how to speak to each one. If you want to join our growing community of whole workers that love to develop their communication and social and emotional skills, then follow us on our Facebook page. The link is in the notes below. Also, if you want to take your personality typing skills to the next level, I've got a complete online course that you can enroll in through wholeworker.com. The link to that course is in the notes below as well. Feel free to check that out. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so that you get notified every time I produce a new video. And share the channel with your friends as well. And finally, comment with the word helpful if you found this video helpful to you. I'm Paul Pashot with Whole Worker. Thanks for watching.